humble exposition of the sublimated wisdom of Driigun. Gentle reader, I come before thee not as a herald of unerring truth, but as a humble scribe, penitent for the fog that hath shrouded the profound meditations of the philosopher Driigun. Those essays, a labyrinth of shadowed allusions and fervent digressions, doth perplex the mind like a cipher locked against hasty intrusion. Yet, in contrition for mine own prior failings to distill their essence, I offer this modest clarification, a summarization, as it were, of keys sublated from the armory of human thought, forged anew in the fires of first principles. 'Tis no bold proclamation, but a gentle unlocking, wherein Driigun's doctrine emerges as the harmonious code. A philosophy of life's indomitable surge gainst the chill of entropy, woven from threads diametrically opposed, yet reconciled in paradoxical grace. Permit me, then, to unfold this tapestry, that the earnest seeker might grasp its pattern, without the toil of untangling the original skein. In the dawn of our American endeavor, when the sons of liberty inscribed the eternal verities of nature and nature's God, Driigun bids us return to first principles, not as idle speculation, but as the unyielding bedrock whence all polity and purpose spring. Life, he posits, is no solitary flame flickering in the void, but ubiquitous, a vital force animating every compact of free men. The sacred bond of matrimony, the industrious league of merchants in commerce, the covenant of the faithful in their churches, the fraternal union of laborers, and the grand republic of states confederated under law. Each such association is a living entity, a microcosm of the Creator's design, wherein individuals, by their voluntary union, transcend the base dissolution of isolated existence. Here lieth the core antinomy of Driigun's vision. Life as the ceaseless conquest of entropy, that insidious decay which gnaws at order like the moth upon the garment. Drawing from the materialist forge of Karl Marx, whose spectral formula M equals C equals M prime revealeth the circuit of capital as but a veiled augmentation of value through labor's alchemy, Driigun discerneth not exploitation's chain, but life's primal engine. For in every exchange, be it coin for commodity or toil for treasure, there pulses the vital rhythm of accumulation, the negation of entropy's waste, wherein the seed of mere money blossoms through craft into augmented fortune, a surplus not of greed, but of preservation and proliferation. Thus, the laborer, the trader, the citizen, each in their striving, enacts the universal drama of existence defying the grave's silence. Yet, to this dialectical machinery, Driigun applieth the thunderous hammer of Friedrich Nietzsche, transmuting Marx's economic calculus into the sublime will to power. No longer a mere mechanic of markets, life becometh the heroic assertion of the Übermensch, the sovereign spirit that imposes form upon chaos, not from without, but from the abyssal depths of the self. In the marriage vow, 'tis the lover's mutual mastery over solitude's entropy. In the business venture, the entrepreneur's defiant command o'er fortune's flux. In the church's rite, the congregant's elevation of frail flesh to divine ordinance. In the union's pact, the workers' collective puissance 'gainst idleness's rot. and in the state's constitution, the people's vigilant sovereignty against tyranny's disorder. The will to power, in Driigun's sublation, is no brutish domination, but the aristocratic vitality that bids every soul to affirm its becoming, to etch eternity upon the fleeting hour. 'Tis the eternal recurrence made manifest in daily toil. Wouldst thou relive this circuit of striving, this M to M prime, in endless revolution? Yea, saith Driigun, for therein lieth the joyous yea-saying to life itself, the overman's triumph o'er nihilism's shadow. But lo, herein ariseth the paradox that crowns Driigun's edifice, a flip of the coin from self-assertion to selfless transcendence, mediated through the unyielding egoism of Ayn Rand. In her clarion call to rational selfishness, Rand proclaimeth the virtue of purpose pursued without apology. The architect's blueprint, the inventor's forge, the thinker's syllogism, each a selfish act of creation that exalteth the individual as end unto himself. Driigun, ever the alchemist, inverteth this not to abnegation, but to a higher selfishness, wherein the execution of one's purpose becometh the gateway to selfless communion. The husband, in cherishing his bride, doth selfishly guard his hearth, yet therein sacrificeth ego for the marital life's perpetuity. The merchant, in amassing wealth, selfishly defieth penury, yet enricheth the common weal through trade's bounty. The pastor, in edifying his flock, selfishly fulfills his calling, yet dissolves into the church's undying spirit. The unionist, in bargaining for bread, selfishly secures his labor, yet yields to the collective's enduring strength. And the statesman, in framing laws, selfishly preserves his liberty, yet sublimes it into the constitutional order that outliveth flesh. Thus, selfishness, rightly ordered, is selflessness flipped. The will to power, once predatory, becometh the radiant gift, wherein the individual's apex coincides with the entity's immortality. Transcendence, then, is no monastic retreat, but the accomplished purpose that bindeth the one to the many, entropy's conqueror through love's stern discipline. In framing this dialectical triad, Marxian circuit, Nietzschean will, Randian purpose, Driigun erecteth a secular Kantian arch, wherein reason's pure light illuminateth the antinomies of faith, without extinguishing its flame. In the spirit of Immanuel Kant's critiques, he acknowledgeth the skepticism inherent in belief. How shall the finite mind, bounded by phenomena, affirm the noumenal realm of duty and the divine? Faith, ever the leap across reason's chasm, grapples with rationality's stern interrogatory. Why posit a moral law beyond sense, a God beyond proof? Yet Driigun, in secular homage, resolveth the paradox, not by fideism's blind vault, nor skepticism's barren doubt, but by the practical imperative. Act as if the maxims of thy will could become universal law, and therein faith's rationality emergeth as postulate, not premise. In our constitutional frame, that noble charter of 1787, heir to 1776's Declaration, this Kantian secularism findeth its temple. The First Amendment's wall twixt church and state guardeth the paradox. Free exercise for the faithful's heartfelt piety, disestablishment for reason's untrammeled quest. No theocracy imposeth creeds, yet no atheism quencheth the soul's aspiration. Thus the citizen, in voting his conscience or kneeling in prayer, navigate faith's treacherous waters with the compass of rights inalienable. Life's ubiquitous forms, marriage, business, church, union, state, thrive in this frame, each a categorical imperative incarnate, overcoming entropy not by fiat divine or decree tyrannous, but by the autonomous will aligned with liberty's eternal verities. In sum, dear reader, Driigun's philosophy, thus clarified from its cryptic ramble, standeth as the proper sequence for philosophy's combination lock. Marx's material engine, sublated by Nietzsche's vital force, paradoxically inverted through Rand's egoistic transcendence, all within a Kantian secular edifice upon constitutional ground. 'Tis a vision of life as ubiquitous conqueror of decay, wherein every association of free souls enacts the grand ascent from mere survival to sovereign purpose. I crave thy pardon if this exposition faltereth in eloquence, for I but glean the harvest from another's field. May it serve as lantern to the seeker, illuminating the path where once shadows prevailed. In the words of our progenitors, let us pledge anew our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor to this pursuit of wisdom's light.